a great expensive tablet that you probably should not consider for cloud gaming. Let's get into this. What's up, cloud gamers? Welcome to the Cloud Gaming Extreme channel, your destination for all things cloud gaming. So in today's video, we're going to be reviewing the Samsung Galaxy Tab S8 Ultra. So to get started, we're going to take a look at the design here. And as you can see, this is a 14.6-inch display with a resolution of 2960 by 1848. Beast. And as you can see here, the screen pretty much is this whole device. But let's take a look at up here. You can see you got the power button and you have the volume rocker and you have a microphone here. If you scroll over here to the right, this is a memory slot to where you can expand the memory, and they do make some of these to where you can actually put a SIM card in here as well. And to the right of this, you can see your speakers and you have your USB port here for charging. At the bottom here, you have a dock pin here to where you can attach the keyboard, which I'll showcase here in a bit. And to the other left side, you just have your speakers as well. So that is the design of this tablet in a nutshell. All right, so let's get into the specs. This has, again, a 14.6-inch display. The resolution is 2960 by 1848. It has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen. It has 256 gigabytes. And they have different models of this. The higher the model, the more RAM you get with it, and the more expensive it becomes. This is run Android 12. It does have Wi-Fi 6, which is pretty incredible. It uses USB Type-C for charging and has an 11,200 mAh battery. This is top of the end specs when it comes to this device. So if you guys want to cloud game on this, I would highly recommend that you guys get this back case. It comes with this and attachable keyboard, but I do not recommend it attachable keyboard because it doesn't work for cloud gaming. With this, you can prop your device up. It acts as a stand. And so we're going to be getting into some cloud gaming showcase, showing you guys this device running. So to get started, as you can see here, this is your custom Samsung One UI. But again, this is running Android 12. As you've seen, you scroll up here, you have access to all your applications, which we'll showcase here in a bit. You just do your scrolling, you have your news feed there, and again, just blank screen where you can add apps and all here. But yeah, this is your traditional Samsung One UI layout here. So we're going to take a look at some cloud gaming stuff here. We're going to start off with Google Stadia, and you guys are going to get my biggest gripe with this device. So Stadia actually does not work with this device. So again, you can see here the screen is bold, it's beautiful. But if you can't take advantage of playing games on this device, what's the use, right? So again, we're going to open up Google Stadia here. We're going to hit play. Watch what happens when you try to play Google Stadia on this device. It loads up, you'll hear the sound, but you will not get a display. So again, this is Google Stadia. As you're hearing the cyberpunk music, but nothing is coming up. So I've tried this with multiple games and nothing works for Google Stadia. You cannot play Google Stadia on this device, which leads to one of my biggest gripes so far. All right, so this is Dying Light 2 running on the Geforce Now platform. And something to notice with Geforce Now, it does not take advantage of this beautiful display. And what makes this tablet incredible is the display. So again, this has access to 1440p screen resolution, and it also has access to 120 refresh rate. And you do not get any of that using GFN here, which is kind of a bummer. And as you can see here, you get in 1080p, right? And again, 60 FPS. Which kind of stinks, right? So what's the point of paying $1,200 for this device if you cannot get the features of this device? And out of all the cloud gaming service, Geforce Now should be the one who takes advantage of all of the benefit of this device. But again, you cannot do that on here. But yeah, you can see though, it does run really smooth and it does look pretty good on this device, even though it's not taking full advantage of the 1440p display here. So the next I want to showcase here is Horizon 5 running on Xbox Cloud Gaming. And something you'll notice with this platform, again, it only offers 1080p, so it's not taking advantage of the full 1440p display here. And again, you have frame rate mode in some games like this right here, but the maximum frame rate that you will get is 60 FPS. Again, it's not taking advantage of the 120 FPS refresh rate that this gets. So, least of the question that I made in the beginning, is this worth it for cloud gaming, paying $1,200 for this device? And you'll get to my final verdict, but you can probably already tell where I'm leaning towards that. Yeah, just want to showcase a little bit of Forza Horizon running on this device. But as you can see, even though it's not 1440p, still looks good enough to get a good gaming experience here. And again, this 14.6-inch display is huge and it looks good. So the last platform I want to showcase here is Amazon Luna. I'm going to pull a game like Devil May Cry on this device and just showcase that off real quick. Alright, so here we go, some Devil May Cry action running on this device, and it goes back to just the statement that I was making previously. This is another 1080p service. It's not fully taking advantage of having a 1440p resolution. And the question comes back, is this worth it for cloud gaming when really you're not getting services that takes advantage of this? And the one that truly does, Google Stadia, doesn't even run on this device. But yeah, just want to showcase some gameplay. And like I said, with Xbox Cloud Gaming though, this looks good running at 1080p, but I don't think it's worth the price of what it costs, because you're not getting the full advantage of it. Again, 60 FPS, while this can do 120, you're still limited to 60. But this is Devil May Cry, as you guys have seen. It does run pretty smooth, and it looks pretty decent running on this device as well. So my final verdict, you guys have probably heard me talk about this day in and day out with this whole entire review. I don't personally think it's worth the price tag for this when it comes to cloud gaming. There are other devices in the market that are way more affordable than this that you can cloud game on and get the same experience. Yes, this 14.6 display is huge, but realistically, it doesn't offer any benefit if you are trying to take advantage of cloud gaming. Because again, Google Stadia would be the only one that gives you 4K, but currently, right now, it's not working on this device and it's an update. NVIDIA Geforce Now offers 120 FPS at 1440p, and it's limited because, again, with Android or the web browser, you do not get 1440p, and the only specific device that gives you 120 FPS, and this is not one of them. Maybe in the future it can be updated, but currently, as of right now, you do not get that. And with Xbox Cloud Gaming, it's limited to 1080p, and also Amazon Luna. So yes, I don't think this device is worth it for cloud gaming. But here's the thing, if you already are going to purchase this device for productivity, then yes, you can probably get a good experience cloud gaming on here. But if you're thinking about paying $1,200 just to get this device for cloud gaming, I would not recommend that. Alright fellas, that's my review for this. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. The battery life is actually pretty good in this device, just want to stress that out. And I know an issue that some of you guys were having or asking me to touch on is the brightness of this, and I want to showcase this real quick. This device gets really bright to where you can see in the darkness and you can see it outside. So I don't know what people were talking about when it comes to the brightness of this device, but yeah, it gets pretty bright, as you saw right there. Alright fellas, that's all I have for you guys. Let me know what your thoughts in the comments below. Are you guys going to pick this up? Do you guys already have this and thinking about using the cloud game? Really curious. I appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys in the next one. Till next time, peace out.